Yeah, I'll react to that, sure.
The writing's on the wall.
Humphrey, burn it. Let's go. Hacker. Original link to the video, top of the description. Below that, link to the Discord. We'd love to have you. Let's go. Back into some Yes, Prime Minister.
Well, in any event, we'll have to...
Why the UK is in the EU? Well, was. Let's go.
The writing's on the wall.
Well, in any event, we'll have to think of something to make the public think kindly towards administration because of the Europass.
Quite.
Europass?
Europass? European identity card. What? Bernard, surely you've informed the Minister...
Minister, didn't you do your boxes last night?
No, I was redrafting the redraft of the draft.
Well, briefly, Minister, Brussels is about to decree that there should be a new European identity card to be carried by all citizens of the EEC. Now, the Foreign Office is quite ready to go along with it as a quid pro quo for a deal over the Buttermount and the Wine Lake and the Milk Ocean. The Lamb War and the Cod Stink. And quite obviously, the Prime Minister wants you to introduce the legislation.
Me?
Yes, well, it's well known that you're pro-Europe, you see. And it would simplify our administration enormously in the long run, so it's a good idea.
Good idea.
Good idea.
Good idea.
Wait, who the hell are you?
Administration enormously in the long run, so it's a good idea.
Good idea.
Good
Who are you? You're not burn it.
idea.
Good idea.
Not a good idea.
Political suicide? Trying to make the British people carry compulsory identification papers? They'll say I'm introducing a police state again. Is this what we fought 2 world wars for, Humphrey?
Well, Minister, it's really little more than a sort of driving license.
It's the last nail in my coffin, that's what it is.
Well, you might get away with calling it Euro Club Express.
Why do we have to introduce it? Can't the Foreign Office do it?
Well, in fact, that...
Who the heck are you, man? I don't like new characters showing up. It's already a great...
Why do we have to introduce it? Can't the Foreign Office do it?
Well, in fact, that was the Prime Minister's original suggestion, but the Foreign Secretary thought that this was a Home Office matter, and the Home Office took the view that it was essentially an administrative matter, and the Prime Minister agreed.
They're all playing pass the parcel.
Can you blame them when you can hear it ticking?
Well, I'm afraid that the identity card bill is planned to be the last action of this department.
Wonderful ammunition for the anti-Europeans.
Yes, let the Foreign Office realise what damage this will do to the European idea.
Well, I'm sure they do. That's why they support it.
But surely the Foreign Office is pro-Europe, isn't it?
Yes and no. If you'll forgive the expression. The Foreign Office is pro-Europe because it is really anti-Europe. The civil service was united in its desire to make sure that the common market didn't work. That's why we went into it.
What are you talking about?
Minister, Britain has had the same foreign policy objective for at least the last 500 years, to create a disunited Europe. In that cause, we have fought with...
So true. I love Humphrey.
To create a disunited Europe. In that cause, we have fought with the Dutch against the Spanish, with the Germans against the French, with the French and Italians against the Germans, and with the French against the Germans and Italians. Divide and rule, you see. Why should we change now, when it's worked so well?
That's all ancient history, surely.
Yes, and current policy. We had to break the whole thing up, so we had to get inside. We tried to break it up from the outside, but that wouldn't work. Now that we're inside, we can make a complete pig's breakfast of the whole thing. Set the Germans against the French against the Italians against the Dutch. The Foreign Office is terribly pleased. It's just like old times.
Surely we're all committed to the European ideal.
Really, Minister?
If not, why are we pressing for an increase in the membership?
Well, for the same reason.
Yeah.
It's just like the...
Did you just listen to Humphrey?
If not, why are we pressing for an increase in the membership?
Well, for the same reason. It's just like the United Nations, in fact. The more members it has, the more arguments it can stir up, the more futile and impotent it becomes.
What appalling cynicism.
Yes. We call it diplomacy, Minister.
I love Humphrey. I wish he was my if I was ever a politician or a president, which I will be one day, please vote for me, guys. You're all British. You can't vote. But I will be president of the U.S. one day. And I will be... Okay, enough of the jokes. But Humphrey is the perfect politician, fictional or not. Love you guys. See you next time, all right? Bye, guys.